Sitting next to the Verizon Center in downtown DC, the National Portrait Gallery isn't exactly what you would call a hub of hip-hop. However, the gallery now is showing an exhibit on hip-hop that all hip-hop fans should check out. Recognized as more than just an example of what hip-hop represents from an artist's perspective. It's a full display on how hip-hop culture has impacted the art world as a whole. From the vivid photography of David Schienbaum, the awesome portraitures of Kehinde Wiley, and the powerful poetry of Nikki Giovanni, recognized as a first-of-its-kind exhibit. Recognize came together as part of a collaborative effort from 3 curators that have been thoroughly impacted by hip-hop and the works of these artists.
And what was really remarkable to me was just the process itself, how involved and complicated, and really how much a graffiti writer has to invest in putting together these things. Because they start with just a blank canvas and there's layer upon color upon detail, and for the first 3 hours you see nothing. And then finally they add one color and it's alive and you see exactly what they're doing, and it's a remarkable process.
I find Kehinde's paintings to be larger than life, literally and figuratively. They are big, bombastic, colorful, vibrant, and they convey not only the likeness of the hip-hop musical artist he's portraying, but so much about hip-hop lifestyle and costume and power, really, the positive power.
While photographic portraits of hip-hop stars are ubiquitous, they're everywhere. You look at the newspapers, you look at the magazines. I thought there was something different about these particular series of pictures, and I really liked David's commitment to hip-hop. I liked the pictures in capturing some of the energy, the creativity.
As the first hip-hop art exhibit to be shown at any of the Smithsonian museums, Recognize grabs the eye with its diversity of color, shapes, and images. Yes, hip-hop art has been displayed in galleries all around the world for decades, but being recognized by the main entity that researches and archives American history puts this display, as well as hip-hop in general, on yet another level. It captures the imagination of patrons the moment they step into the exhibit.
Just the way the paint is handled, I like really being able to see that up close. I don't know, this show, just like the freedom of all the marks going on in the show, it's really inspiring.
I thought it was good. It brings forth, I don't think it's really appreciated as much as it should be. And it gives the youth something cool to look at when they come to the Smithsonian.
Even the People Station, WKYS 93.9 FM in Washington, D.C., felt it was important to support events like this and help expose their audience to visions of hip-hop other than what's being seen in the mass media.
I always try to, I guess, really stress the importance of hip-hop and, the music. And so, when I heard about this and they called the station asked us to come out, I was definitely honored just to get a phone call to come out to do something like this. But I just want to, educate people in D.C., Maryland, and VA, and anybody of that nature that's watching the show that, hip-hop is still alive and well. And, it's a lot of people that's, especially the mainstream, that's really, seeing how important and how big hip-hop is.
I thought it was great, and especially our chance to reach out to young people to come to the exhibit. It's going to be hard to get little kids or teens to come, because a lot of them, we were in there with some teenagers just now. We said, y'all know who Wu-Tang Clan is? No. You know KRS-One? No. We were like, dang, come on, this is... So, for us, it's a great opportunity to bring young people in, give them some fun, some excitement, but also a little education. It's important to educate your mind, so I felt good about that.
Although the curators say they're grateful for the exposure that the exhibit has received, they also hope that visitors to the museum will take something even more powerful with them.
I think there's still a debate about this aesthetic, but I think there really should not be a debate any longer about the technical skill and the aesthetic vision required to create these murals.
We want them to think about portraiture You know, what can a portrait be? What does portraiture mean today? You know, way back when it was just, you know, a likeness, a painted or, you know, then later on a photographic likeness of a person. But today, you know, in our world, we can think so broadly.
We had a visitor who came through not long ago. I was here on the weekend, and he said, is this the portrait gallery? I said, yes, absolutely. I said, what do you want to look at? He said, well, I want to see the president, but I also want to see LL Cool J. And I said, this is fantastic. This is exactly who we want to reach out to.
The Great Hip Hop Debate just took you inside the Recognized exhibit at the National Portrait Gallery. We showed you every nook and cranny of the exhibit, from the portraits to the photographs, even the video presentation. Now what you need to do is get up off your ass, come to the National Portrait Gallery, and check out this exhibit. We need to support quality in hip hop. I'm Ravi, the host of the Great Hip Hop Debate, and we out. You want to find out more about this phenomenon we call the Great Hip Hop Debate? Well, check us out on the web at theverseworldorder.com.